Hello there, I am Sandy Spady. I'm the host of the Power Up Talk Show. It's a talk show where we bring together community leaders and inspirational people that are making a difference in our community. Before I invite and announce and introduce my next guest, we need to have a little kick-ass fun with Deion Bass. Yes, how's it going over there?
I'm doing great, Sandy. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show as always. And you know, today, along with being mindful, I wanted to do something different. So we've all seen the front of a car and the back of the car, but have we ever seen the sidecar?
I'm not sure.
No? Well, today we're going to make one for you. But first, we're going to start out with a nice passion fruit soda. All right, so we got that guy going. So the sidecar is going to be a combination of lemon. I use a little bit of simple. The original recipe does not have simple, but it was also made during that archaic time when people were drinking straight from the bottle. Like the Western guys would put the bottle right down on the bar and give you a glass with no ice. Yeah, I don't know how manly that is to drink that way. Then we used my favorite. We have our Pierre Ferrand dry carousel. Voila. And then we're going to finish this off with a Davidoff cognac. So we're going to be using a VS Davidoff. And this is going to be our star of the show with this particular cocktail. All right, there we go. Now that we've got that out of the way, we'll go ahead and pull this guy and get her poured. And so this is just what I would consider a non-alcoholic, tropical, not necessarily a punch, but soda. And then let's get shaken.
Shake, 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 shake it up.
What do you think about when I'm shaking?
I just think of Taylor Swift. Shake, shake, shake it up.
Shake it off. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to start playing that whenever I shake it.
Yes, that's your theme song.
And then I'm just going to pour this baby right in here. And there we have our sidecar, and then we have our tropical soda.
Looks great. Thank you.
Ladies will have to let me know what you think of these songs.
Thanks, Deion.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, cheers. Look at it. It's like a little bird.
Very good. Very good.
Let me get my notes because you have done such fabulous things. All right, who's ready to get fit, trim, energized? My next guest. She is the founder of the Wellness Revolution Summit, and she's also, first of all, the most important thing, wife, mother, and nana. And she's also soon opening the 5 Aligned Fitness Center. Papillion?
Yes.
Welcome, Pamela. All right, I've known Pamela probably a year that you went to the Women with Voices, and you just open up with everyone on your greatness, right? That's what I love, how we get new people with our Women with Voices events. Right. And you were open. You shared about all your struggles in life and your greatness. And here she is a year later. I'm just blessed.
I'm blessed to be here. Thank
you. Pamela, I've always seen something in you since the day I met you.
Don't make me cry. My makeup's not waterproof.
I like to make her cry now. I just think that you really can make a difference, right, in people's lives. And that's why you're so passionate about opening up like your 5 Aligned Fitness. Right. Your summit. I know where the 5 Aligned came from, but I want to know, where'd you get inspired, honestly, for your summit? It's a lot of work. I do events. Where were you that minute, that spot that you're like, I'm doing it, I'm going to have a summit?
I was literally doing this program called the 75 Hard, and it was walking. Yes. And you exercise twice a day, and I was also involved with a nonprofit, and I was also trying to open a small business, and I'm like, I literally was, God, what do you want me to do? How do I do everything? And how do I give back to the community, promote small businesses, and talk about my passion, make a tribe of like-minded people for the community? And that's what came, it just came to me, and I'm like, okay, I don't know anybody.
Oh, she's lying. I got her connected first thing I saw her.
It was really weird because your event actually was a launching pad for me as far as getting out, telling my story, tears and all, and then connecting with people, and then meeting someone at another summit, a health summit, and they were the only person in the room that I knew because I had met them at one of your events. And I was like, hey, I got an idea. Do you want to have coffee? I'd like to run it by you. And the next thing I knew, it exploded and everybody was on board, and I was just connection after connection after connection. And I didn't realize how much of a need we had for something like this. So yeah, it's
because I know like Jay Morales, I think I connected you with Jay. He does the 50-mile march and the keto convention. You know, I have the Women with Summit. I mean, it's a surprisingly, once you have that passion within inside of you that you want to do more, and that you see a niche that needs to be completed, and you're doing it.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, the people, Jay Morales, Brenda Herod, just several people that I've come in contact with, Tim Rexus, Randy Goodwin over at AD Tactical, just conversations and telling them about my passion. They're like, oh, what can we do for you? What can we, and I'm just like, whoa, really? And they're just like, yes, we love this. And it's been literally a miracle. It's been life-changing for me. It actually keeps me alive.
I love that.
Having a purpose.
Yeah, and I just spoke at the Empowerment Breakfast, and I tell people every day that once you find like your community and your niche, but you need to share your story and your passion.
Yeah.
Because once you share that, people want to support you, don't they? Look at your support you're getting because you shared your story.
Right.
I love that.
It's pretty cool.
Tell us more about the summit.
Oh, the summit. The summit is going to be amazing. What I've done through meeting one person, telling them the story, they said, oh, you got to talk to this person. And these people were people that I needed during my health journey. And with COVID shutting us down, I couldn't find them. So I resorted to the internet and reading books. And so now the opportunity to meet these people, sit down and have coffee and talk with them, they got on board and they're like, yeah, I'm in the local community. And I'm like, well, people need to hear you speak. You know, you were the people that I was looking for. And so that's how it came together. And then to be able to do this event, hopefully touch somebody in the audience, or they know somebody that needs the services that we're going to have there. If we save one life, we've done our job. Absolutely. And then plus all the ticket sales are going to Operation Underground Railroad, which is fighting human trafficking and child sexual exploitation. It's a major problem right now. And, you know, that it just, I don't know, it's going to be a great moment. You need to come. If you weren't able to be a vendor there because we sold out and stuff, come and bring your business card if you're in this industry, because networking, you never know who you're talking to. You may say the one thing that says, I need to work with that person. And that's what's happened with me. So,
tell us about your journey. Tell us about Pam's journey.
Oh,
we all have a journey, right? We all have a journey. What part of that journey would you want to share with the audience that you could help that one person?
Well, unfortunately, I was in the entertainment industry as a young child at the age of 13, and got into modeling, started working with Disney and Universal Studios, and was doing a lot of stuff. And so when you're surrounded in that adult arena, you tend to start trying to act like an adult at a young age. And I started drinking alcohol. It was the best way to stay skinny and stay cool and all that. And so I was a drinker and a smoker. And whenever I felt nervous, I would drink. And so unfortunately, it continued as an adult. Whenever I was stressed, that was my go-to. You know, some people go to Girl Scout cookies, I would go to vodka. Till the point it almost destroyed my family. And unfortunately, my sister had the same issue. We started drinking at the same time, and it did destroy her. I lost her December 31st, 2020, right at COVID, and it was devastating to me. It was like, it crushed me. It brought me to my knees, and I don't say my journey hasn't been perfect, but I met you. You introduced me to the yearly Bible. I got closer to my faith, and I just crashed and said, I can't do this on my own. I can't do this on my own. So I started, how do you take care of somebody that's sick? You start feeding them right. You look at the nutrition, and then when the nutrition got in balance, then I could start strength training, and and so I'm pretty passionate about that. And there are holistic therapies out there that can help, and that's my goal, is that I can help somebody on their journey, that they don't have to go through the nightmare of addiction, whether it be food addiction or Netflix addiction or whatever.
Shopping addiction.
Shopping addictions. We've got a serious problem, and especially with the COVID incident, it kind of locked us down, so we became more reliant on Uber Eats and reliant on social media and reliant on the housewives and stuff, and just eating and drinking, and the gyms were closed, and so
the gyms, the churches, so everything that we went to fill our souls and our bodies were closed. And
exactly.
So what do? We either go online, we buy things,
yes,
or we just overeat, or we overdrink.
Oh yeah.
And that was just that time. It was a horrible time. We're scratching off 2020, but now look at you doing amazing things, right?
Yes. I feel great. And you feel great. You want to share it, right?
You want to share it, and it's the journeys, right, that we share,
right,
so we can bring someone on that journey and pull them off,
right,
and show them the path, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell us more about Five Align Fitness.
Well, Five Align Fitness is going to be a one-on-one private personal training studio. So we focus strictly on strength training, and my niche is more the men and women that are over the age of 40 that don't really want to go to the big gym. They just need a coach to get them through 12-week. Our programs are 12 weeks long. Our goal is in that 12 weeks to make fitness and nutrition your passion, and then you're off on your own and you go find the gym that you want to, so you can network with people and enjoy it, and then you look forward to it. So that's what the goal of Five Align Fitness is. So it's going to be a nice boutique-y little private gym. We're going to have infrared saunas, and it's going to be great.
And I saw the logo. It's pretty cool. It's going to be beautiful. So just be prepared. She's still looking for a location. She's working on that. It's coming through. I'm sure it's going to happen real fast.
Yes.
But the first thing that it starts when you have something that you want to do, it's called a vision. And then you take the steps to get there, to make that dream come true.
Definitely.
And you're doing it.
Yes.
Tell us more about the summit. Tell us about the speakers, I would love to know. I've been on 2 sex trafficking committees, and I am such a believer in helping the ones that need help, the ones that don't have help, right?
Right.
What made you pick the Underground, Operation Underground? I know they were one of the speakers at Rejuvenating Women's Gala probably 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. What made you pick that one when there's so many? And how can we donate, or how does that work?
Okay. So I saw the movie The Sound of Freedom, and it was heart-wrenching. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And it was really weird because I had gone to another, networking event, and there was a vendor there that I had seen her at a couple of events and stuff. And I told her that I was doing this idea, and I was still looking for an organization. And she says, you've got to meet Mike Elkins. He's the ambassador here in Nebraska for Operation Underground Railroad. And I'm like, okay. So she was with him at another event, and we kept crossing paths, but we were never connecting. And then I was like, I don't know. And I just kept having this feeling, this is the one you're supposed to work on now. I mean, I was working with 50 Mile March, I was working with other things and thinking about them, but this one just kept hitting me hard. And finally, him and I connected. And our first conversation, we were on the phone for over 2 hours. We just clicked. Yeah. And his passion was contagious. And I was just like, what can I do? What can I do? So I told him about the summit. And I said, listen, I would like to donate. This is a summit that I am sponsoring myself. I've gotten 88 Tactical to help and Rex's Nutrition to help. And we would like to take all the ticket sales that we receive and donate it to you. And his response was like, you're kidding. And I'm like, no, this is the way I tithe. This is the way I give back to the community. So it's pretty freaking amazing. I'm just, we're hoping to raise $25,000 to get one of those dogs. I don't know if you saw what happened in Iowa this past couple of weeks ago. Oh my goodness. So these dogs are able to sniff out the chips and the electronic devices that these pedophiles and these traffickers keep all their stuff on.
Wow.
And so when the FBI or whatever goes into these places and raid them, and they're doing search warrants. They're very difficult to find because they hide them. Well, these dogs are trained to sniff them out.
Wow.
So they did that in Iowa, and literally this dog found the chips. They were able to save 15 victims that were on this, and I'm, you know, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So that's what we're trying to do, is get a dog for the Nebraska and Iowa area to help with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a dog right now, or we don't have a dog now? Just the one?
The only one I know of is the one in Iowa. Mike Elkins probably would be the best one to get more information, but yes. And so we're hoping that if we get enough, a large enough audience to this event, they are going to send the head of OUR out to talk to the audience. It's riveting. You thought the movie was riveting? Yeah. When you listen to these people, they're actually doing the work. It's just
hands-on. It's like boots on the street. Absolutely.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, yeah, I get the goosebumps every time I think of him. And I met, finally got to meet him over at the Relevant Center, had him come over so he could check out the venue and stuff. And just a lovely human being.
And he's here in Omaha?
He's here in Omaha.
Wow.
He's very reserved, and but he's very passionate about this fight, and it's contagious. It's like, I don't care what side of the platform you're on. Yeah. If you're not for protecting children,
innocent children,
then you don't need to come to the event as far as I'm concerned. So yeah.
What's interesting is that, like you said, the Iowa. I grew up in O'Neill. We had a raid in O'Neill, Nebraska, 2,000, 6,000. I don't know how big it is now, but the fact is, it's right here in our neighborhoods. They could be going to a football game and going home every night, but they might have already had an incident where they were filmed, they were drinking, having drugs. So then they hold that over that child's head.
Right.
So they show up when they're asked to show up, and they could be going to bed every night. It's a pandemic of just ugliness, and it is here in our own streets, in our own backyard. So kudos, girl. I love it. Someone needs to stand up for them, right? Because they don't have a voice, and I'm all about voices.
And that, you know, a lot of people they will say, what's the summit have to do with that? Well, from the wellness, if we don't get our community healthy and we don't get them well, then they're going to stay isolated. And when you feel good and you feel well, you want to take care of that which is around you and your community. You are ready to fight. So we're creating warriors. And that's why 88 Tactical's there. We're trying to teach people self-defense. We're trying to get them on the right path. Find your community, find your tribe, and fight. We can't do anything in Washington, but we can sure do something here.
Yes, it can happen local, right?
Yes.
One person at a time. That's all I preach about. One person can make a difference.
Yes.
I love that. What else is up your sleeve? What else is going on with the summit?
That's everything.
Do you have panel speakers? Let's see how we're doing for time. Do you have panel speakers plus a keynote? Like, how's the day agenda go?
We have, I believe, 13 speakers. They speak for 20 minutes each. And then we have several breaks that you can go out and see the vendors. We have a lunch hour. We've got some amazing vendors, food vendors. We've got keto comfort muffins out there, Blissful Blend, protein shakes. We got Cops Pizza. They're going to have their keto pizza and salads. Tim Rex's is sponsoring our snack. He's got this amazing protein popcorn that you do not feel guilty eating the pop.
That.
I know, it is so
want that. Do you want to be my sponsor? I'll eat it here as I'm having the protein popcorn. Never heard of that one.
No,
cool.
He's doing that. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. At the event. I'm really
So you're going to have the vendor snacks, different snacks plus a lunch, or is a lunch separate? Like, do you have a sit-down lunch, or is that
no,
it's like eat out the vendors? Nice.
Eat at the vendors.
I love it.
The food is going to be there and stuff, and then we're sponsoring the snack break. So.
Nice. And how long does it go for? Like, it starts at 8?
It starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 5.
Okay.
And we have over 30 vendors that will be there that are in the health and wellness industry in some form. From jazzercise to Pilates to everything, strength training. We're going to have 88 Tactical will be there. We've got great raffle baskets from Spire Studio. 88 Tactical has one. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun event, especially if you're wanting or looking to connect with people that are like-minded. You know, they always say you are the 5 people
you hang around.
Yep. 5 people you hang around with.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, it's so important because who you put in your circle, you're going to associate. People are going to associate with you with that circle,
right?
And then everything wears off. Bad food, smoking, good and bad. Right. So let's pick the good people. Niche the bad. say it's been great, but I gotta run. Because it's hard to do, but I have let go of a lot of people in my life because they just didn't fit the circle anymore.
Right. And that's what's great about these speakers. They all have a great story.
Yeah.
And they've come to it and they're passionate about what they're doing and helping. So I don't know, I'm just so blessed to have these people in my life and bring them all in one location so people can meet them, and they're going to be wandering around the audience during breaks and stuff, so you get to meet them and talk to them. And
it's the magic of summits, right?
Yes,
Women with
it
Voices.
is.
It's all about bringing like-minded community
Mm-hmm.
together to share their stories,
Right.
to have a voice, and it's going to have a ripple effect of greatness.
I hope so.
I'm very excited for you. What
Thank
about
you.
Pamela? Tell us more about you. What do you like to do? I mean, you're Nana. Like, what's your favorite thing when you do have time? Because entrepreneurs, we don't. But what do you like to enjoy? Do you like
like
do you
the
like
beach.
traveling? Yeah.
I'm
I
fortunate.
thought that might come.
I've already got the trip planned 2 weeks after the summit with my daughter. We go for once a year down home to Florida. That's where I'm from, the East Coast and stuff, and get out on the pontoon and
Relax.
hang out in the redneck Riviera, as we call it.
I love it.
So,
Because
yeah.
you have 3 girls?
I have 2 girls.
2 girls,
And then
okay.
I have 3 grandchildren, 2 boy-girl twins, and then my
I forgot because I'm a twin, so that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I remember
I've been-
that.
yeah.
What else do you like to do?
shoot guns.
I like to shoot guns.
Yeah, that's
Can we have a shoot gun committee, like get together,
Let's go
happy
shoot
hour?
guns,
Like,
yes.
okay, first you shoot guns and then
Let's
happy
go
hour.
shoot guns, and then you got
Yeah, Tactical Lady, they're a
Yes.
great local business, and they really
yeah.
promote safety and just awareness. And I was a founder member forever, and then I
Yeah.
moved way out by Bennington, but I'm a big supporter of Tackle 88 because it's the confidence you get when you can support yourself, or you can defend yourself, I could say.
You know, Trevor Trasher, he's one of our speakers. He's from 88 Tactical.
Okay.
He's a former Green Beret. He is so cool, and he's going to be speaking. Got him roped in to speak.
I love that.
Yes.
You feel really
So-
safe when you go to Tactical 88.
Yes, you do.
You do not feel not safe.
Confidence.
Muscle,
Yeah, they
something
just-
military, police. I mean,
They are just
it's a beautiful business, and I love that they're expanding and just doing great things.
Oh, they've been amazing. They have in the raffle, they've got 2 self-defense classes, certificates that we're raffling in this basket. They've got the concealed carry. It's not just about, they've got a gym there. They're going to
Oh,
be,
their gym's beautiful.
They're doing so much there to help the community and help. They're just amazing.
How does that work then with a raffle ticket? Like, does your ticket get you a raffle ticket, or does are you selling additional raffle tickets?
The tickets are actually the donation to Operation Underground Railroad, and so the raffle is to add to
Yes.
the funds for Operation Underground Railroad. It goes directly to them. There's no, so these wonderful people have donated these baskets, and it's like, listen, we want to raise as much money as we can for OUR. Like I said, every penny at this event, other than some of the vendors are actually donating a portion of their sales to Operation Underground Railroad. So, yeah,
That's lovely. I love it.
It's amazing. So it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a great
It's going
time.
to be a fun day. How can we help you? Like with this summit, I know I've done a lot of events throughout my life. How can the public help you? How can Women with Voices help you? Like, what do you need? Do you need volunteers? Tell us what's up.
Well,
What can we do besides get the ticket?
Get the ticket.
Go buy the vendor the giveaway baskets. But what else now? Like, do you need volunteers? Do you need?
It's right now. We're 9 weeks out from Saturday to the event. We have had an amazing amount of volunteers. So I'm right now I'm pretty good.
Awesome.
But I definitely want you to reach out to me. You can go to the wellnessrevolutionsummit.org. There's a contact thing, and tell me about your business. Tell me because we are already making a list for next year. I didn't even know we were doing next year, so I guess we're doing next year.
You do, right, when you finish, yeah.
I'm like, wow, okay. And so, but no, if you're not a vendor at the event and you weren't able to get a speaking spot, please come out there with your business cards if you're in this industry. You never know who you're going to connect with, and bring your cards. I'm all about helping somebody. Yes. So that's what we need.
It's connecting and just building those relationships.
Yes.
Supporting the ones that need support, the ones that don't have a voice. We're going to give them a voice, and we're going to give them freedom. because this organization is just amazing. If you haven't watched, what's the name of the movie?
The Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Must watch.
You have to watch it. Yeah.
Have
Some
a box
people
of
say
Kleenex.
it's too hard, I can't watch it. Get over it. That's just the nice part of what these young people live through.
Right.
So watch it, and then you'll realize you need to go to the summit, dough up the money, and let's save some lives.
Definitely.
Pamela, how can people reach you? What can we do? Like, tell us, is there a website for this?
Yeah, it's the wellnessrevolutionsummit.org.
Okay.
We're also on Instagram and Facebook, just Wellness Revolution Summit. You can go on there. You can click on the link, get to our website. You can read all the bios on the speakers and find out what the summit's about, and you can get your tickets there. They are on sale right now until April 1st, and then they go up to $50 after the 1st. And we'll be selling tickets all the way up to the actual day of the event. Yeah.
Because you have a big space. You're not
We
going
have
to
a
sell out,
large
so you can
space.
keep going, right?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
our goal, like I said, was to raise 25 grand. So, you know, that's a lot of people.
Space, yeah.
But it's a beautiful venue, and it's a great place to connect. Very open, and definitely, I want to meet you. I want to meet you at the event. So come up and say hi.
Yes, she's the tall, beautiful one. You'll find her, right? Yes. What's the one thing you could tell yourself through your life? Sometimes I like to pop off a question like, if you had the younger version of you, and you're looking in the mirror, and you could give her one set of advice, what would you tell her in less than 30 seconds?
In less than 30 seconds, you're okay.
Yes, you're okay. That's so good. And no matter what age we're at,
Right.
it's okay to look and say it's going to be okay.
Well, yeah, always try to go past your potential.
Yes.
Strive for beyond your potential, not just what's good enough. Try to, find your purpose.
Find your purpose. You're going to be okay. Tomorrow's going to happen.
Yep.
Find your tribe and give back.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you for being a guest.
Well, thank
I
you
just
so
love
much for
watching
letting
you
me-
grow in the last year. I'm that proud little gal right here. Remember, this life needs people to support and to help the ones that are helpless. And by attending this event, you can be one of those that do help. Everyone can make a change. You have to make that decision, take that step, and just do it. And no matter what, you're going to be okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a great day.